Welcome to the Focus University course for student groups. In this lesson, we'll review how to create, view, and edit student groups for those with the profile permission to view and edit their own student groups. And then in a separate video, we'll review how to create and assign student groups to other users. You can see that we're logged in as a guidance counselor who has permission to create their own student groups. To begin, we'll go to the Students menu and Student Groups. There are two ways to set up student groups, either by grade level last name or as a custom group. And the Student Group feature allows the creation of student groups which can be used for searching and viewing student records. So the grade level last name group is typically used for counselors who maybe are assigned 9th grade A through H. And then the custom groups are more typically used for coaches or after school programs. To begin, we'll start with a grade level last name group. So as a counselor, let's say I've been assigned 9th grade A through H. I'll put my title in. Assigned user, it's only this person right here, the person creating the group, that's your only choice, and it does need to be selected. Schools, the only school that matters is this school up here. This is where the students will pull from. Default search, you can select this if this is the only group this assigned user will ever be searching, because every time you do a search, when this is selected, this is the only group of students that will pull up. And this is good for sometimes a counselor if these are the only students a counselor will see, or possibly a dean. And then if you need to search outside of this default group, you'd have to specifically select a different group. For today, we'll leave that blank. Assignment type, this is where you'll see grade level last name or the custom group. In this case, it will be grade level last name. Once this is selected, you get two drop-down menus. Assigned grade level, and this is 9th grade. And then last names, we said A through H. So make the appropriate selections. With these grade level last name groups, you can do just a grade level, just last names, or you can do both. Once your selections are made, click inside the title box, hit enter. You can see the line turned yellow, and then click save. The group's now been created, and to add students to the group, we're going to click the View Add button. And now the students have been added to the group automatically. And here's the name of our group, 9th grade A through H. These grade level last name groups are dynamic, meaning that because it's a set criteria, whenever a student enrolls or withdraws that meet this criteria, if they're in 9th grade with the last name A through H, they'll automatically be put into the group or withdrawn from the group. You can always export to an Excel spreadsheet, you can print, or you can filter the group. To get back, we'll click the Groups tab up here. If you need to delete a whole group, you can click the red minus sign and then confirm by clicking OK and then save. I'm just going to cancel for the sake of the video today. Now let's say this counselor was assigned 9th grade A through H, but now there's been a change. She's been assigned 9th grade A through M. Well, you can adjust the title here. And then with this drop down, we'll add through M. Any fields that have been edited turn yellow, and then you just need to click Save. And we'll add those students to the group, and there's your full group. I'm going to click the Groups tab again. The next type of group we can set up is a custom group. And like I said, that's typically for a sports team or maybe drama club, or a group of ELL students, something like that. So we'll call this the freshman girls soccer. Assigned user, is this only one person? Schools, this is the school that's important. Default search, I'm going to leave that blank. Assignment type is custom. And when I click custom, these two drop downs do not become activated. They stay grayed out. So at this point, I can click inside the title box, hit enter, and click save. And now I'll click the view add button. So here's my team, girls freshman soccer, but I don't have any students in the student group yet. So I need to add students to the group. This takes me to a search screen. I'm going to click more search options because they're freshmen. I'm going to click 9th grade. And to make my search a little more defined, I'm going to narrow it down to just 9th grade girls to make my selections a little bit easier. You can do any type of search that you want here. I'll click search, and then I'll make my selection for my students for the team. Add students to the group. And there is my freshman girls soccer team. Unlike the grade level last name group, the custom group, you'll need to manually make changes if students come or go from the group. So to delete a student from the group, click the red minus sign, confirm the OK, and save. If you need to add a new student or new students to the group, click Add Students to Group. You can enter student IDs here, student names, or you could do a more search options. Let's say we'll just select one student, add students to the group. And then if I click groups over here, I can go back and I can see both groups. Now that my groups have been set up, if I go back out to the portal page, I have the feature right here, student group, and it's a drop down. So any groups that I've created for myself will be right here. And let's say I want to pull up the girls soccer team. I'll select that and hit search. Here's my soccer team, and then I can quickly get to an individual student's page where I can check their schedule, their grades, their discipline, whatever I need to look at will be right there. And this concludes the lesson on creating and viewing your own student groups.